Good job, Healthy. Alright. Ready when you guys are.
They do not have permission.
There you go.
Five, 4, 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
I didn't see your countdown, Milf.
My apologies. It was going on my screen, but
Weird.
I don't know.
Right. Adds out. Wicked Blades next. Take a portal or run over.
Ah. It's mildly terrifying.
Stand in the crystallize if you're bleeding. Everybody else in. Try to make sure your touch of death in those adds to Hildy. That should help a bit. Wicked Blades next. Try not to be at his back, Echo. You're likely to get hit over there. And Frost, come over a little bit.
I'm watching him.
Adds out. Get in if you're bleeding. Everybody else in. Not sure what was hitting me so hard. So Wicked Blade next. Get him out. Adds out. Get in if you're bleeding. Everybody else in. And spread back out. Wicked Blade. Grab some anima. Just be 2 more. Get in if you're bleeding. And everybody catch, and I think it's gonna cancel it. Hero. New ads out. Crystallize soon. Get in if you're bleeding. And everybody else catch. Try to get a little more into melee with that, Hildy. Not all the way, but just try to overlap him. Wicked Blade. Eruption. Dodge him. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Rog, those are the ones that go on the marks.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Beware.
Upheaval. Alright, as long as we get some soaked, it's fine. Here comes another eruption. Another ad. Let's crystallize in. If you're bleeding, get in. Everybody else get in. Rhea and Warengar, you gotta drop your bleeds with those.
We did a soak out there.
Beware.
Upheaval, dodge it. Blades are out. Try not to run like to the ends of the earth. You can run around the back court where we're fighting, and then you won't have to run back that far. He catches.
Beware.
Upheaval, dodge it. Make sure you're running ahead of time, Rhea. You're getting hit with a few of them. Crystallize, move it in. And get in and soak. Get blades out. Should be phase 2 shortly.
I do have a...
Go ahead and get Rog up. Another add to kill.
I think we each have to take this to 2 in heroic.
There's a crystallize. Get in if you're bleeding.
Yeah, you can take 2.
There's going to be an eruption soon, so make sure that you don't. If you don't have a debuff, try to catch one. There's a lot of people with debuffs. And I think one of them didn't get soaked.
Had like 3 people on it.
There's only one person that needs to be on one each, so don't multiple get in it. Like, move to one if you're gonna get it. Don't get in the closest one. You need to move ahead of time.
Taunt him.
Alright, that's what I was trying to ask, but...
Sounds like 2 is the taunt, right?
Beware.
I don't know if TBM's being weird. I'm gonna reload after this.
Well, phase 3. We lost a few people, but it really shouldn't be that bad once we get to this spot. It's all the same stuff we already did. So, Hildy, you gotta get in these crystallizes and nuke us.
Sorry.
Second half of the crystallize is a meteor that needs everybody in it to soak. Doesn't have to be, but sometimes everybody can't get in it, so but everybody should. Get that eruption dropped off and melee echo, be careful.
Beware.
You guys can wipe it up though.
Yeah, it seems like sometimes that Stone Fist, if it doesn't like coincide with something, he'll hit us. Like we'll get 2 of the debuffs, but that when I kind of said like let's take it to 2, it didn't even like yours wore off before he even cast it.
Yeah, like there's just enough time between them that we only have to do 1. But it is possible for you to take a second one. So if when we have both of them out, we can take it to 2 in order to get the crystallized to line up better. And that's just gonna, and since I can't see when you have 2, for some reason, like every other debuff you ever get, I could see for some reason I can't see that one. I still haven't figured it out.
So that was pretty good. But there's some range that we're getting hit with more of those upheavals than others, so make sure that you're go ahead and start running like while the upheaval's casting, because most of the time you're going to get it under your feet. It's way up from what it was on normal. I mean, they reconfigured due to raid size, so we get a lot more anyway. That's kind of a bug they had in the fight. But and I saw people that are going like where the bosses are now. You don't have to go that far. Like blinking out or whatever, going faster doesn't help. Just use your normal run speed. Just kind of like whatever. Lots of mechanics.
What was the one?
You can just do a loop around.
As I said, what was the one battle where you used to do that and you used to run around in a circle?
There's lots of them. we keep going like that, it shouldn't be that big of a fight.
Alright, I'm trying to get that debuff to show up. Just reload and I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm ready.
Is it working?
I don't know, you don't have a debuff yet.
Find out.
5, 4,
Timer.
4, 3,
Counter.
Oh, yeah.
2, 2,
Timer's
1,
working.
1.
If the pop cooldown's long, just the ones in phase 2 are the ones I was worried about, because that's when the leap and the upheaval overlaps. Catch this meteor. Wicked Blade's next. You're getting hit with those, Siva, since you're on his back. You gotta be more on the side. Adds out. So Crystallize next. Catch. Wicked Blades. See, the fight's already starting to slow down. Just gotta get used to it. Wicked Blade will be next. No backing up with that. Just gotta know what's coming ahead of time. Adds out. A lot of people are bleeding, so get in there. And everybody else catch. Use cooldown healers if you want. There's no assigned cooldowns here either. Just use them when you feel like you need them.
Aloe, deliver it.
There's no rush on getting the anima to him. There's better stuff to do it. I don't want people to lose DPS or heals on the raid.
Everybody in?
Beware.
It's going off. Hero. Adds here. Crystallize. Catch. Wicked Blades. Bop. Eruptions out and Eifer.
Drop it on circle.
Yeah. Watch out that you're not on those marks, everybody.
Beware.
Give me a res after this is up. Alright, go ahead. You're gonna have that debuff now, Clem, so don't try to soak. Just lag. Bop.
Another res.
Careful, Clem.
Beware.
I wasn't in that one.
I moved it up just a touch for you. May not get so lucky with somebody else.
I forget that's so fucking icon.
Crystal eyes, get in it if you're bleeding, otherwise catch.
Alright, you take crawl
Blade.
first.
Oh, sorry, I taunted Grishal.
Oh, never mind. We got to do this part first.
Okay, got a Goliath down, beat him up. Don't worry too much about catching unless there's really nothing to do. I mean, getting the anima. Need to soak.
Let me know when you're at 2.
Wicked Blade will be next. Pop Everglow if you got one.
2. Oh my god.
Bleeding, get in. Catch. You got a tank dead, so make sure that nobody's doing anything other than healing and
Beware.
DPSing until this ad is down. It does not make a difference how fast the anima comes in. There's not enough until the ad dies.
We got 2 minutes on res.
Get in if you're bleeding. Catch everybody else.
Sorry.
Get blades out. Get back to your spots, everybody. That spot over there is for the Wicked Blade target. We had 3 people catching that eruption. We only need 1.
Alright, I'm dead.
And one got dropped in melee.
So
I can take
these
2,
eruptions-
3 no.
So Decimus, if you get that eruption on you, you got to go toward those marks back there. Those get dropped off in the back court. If you don't have a debuff, you can go soak 1. This is for everybody. But if somebody's already in it, don't bother going in because that just gives more people debuff. And it makes you take damage. And doesn't help. It's just 1 person per zone if we can. If we get some double coverage, that's fine, but I see people going in after they're already covered, which is useless. Keep an eye on your... Yeah, no, it's just, there's enough time to read your debuffs. Just make sure you're seeing what you're getting. There's a lot of words to remember. I'm trying to call it out, but everybody should keep an eye on their DBM for the next ability that's coming up. It's fairly regular. there, Harnix?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
Ready when you guys are?
Five, four, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's out. Wicked Blade's next. Crystallize. Okay. It's not a massive deal, but if you're not bleeding and you're getting stunned, you can avoid that. It'll help your DPS a little bit. Wicked Blade's next.
People keep twitching with it right at the end.
Not fast enough. A lot of bleeds out, so make sure you're getting in this Crystallize, the next one. Crystallize is coming up soon. Get in if you're bleeding. Get roll up if you can. Wicked Blade's out. Rog. Alright. Wipe it up.
Sorry, I'm still getting confused by the...
Just keep an eye on your timers. You should be good.
There's some stuff that people could cut off their timers that would help. The Heart Rend you probably don't need to look at, and the Ravenous Feast. If people want to turn those off, that might help. I'm going to move these marks back a little bit. And there will be a time when there looks like will be 3 of these rock patches down, and then you'll get the 4th. Just drop it off on the side of one of them. If it goes perfectly, you won't have a mark, but there will probably be enough mess ups that there will usually be one. You ready when Hildy's back? This fight will be fine once everybody gets hit with everything at least once. Alrighty. Here we go.
Five, four, 3, 2, 1.
I'll dispel the first one.
Wicked Blade's coming up soon. it's not about the distance you guys get. Just you can run out, 10 yards from the boss, and that would be fine. That'll help too. Good blade. Good. That's you. Crystallize next. Catch. Blade. A lot of us got hit by somebody's.
Try to get a little closer to the green, because sometimes it hits the tanks too, just the way she's standing.
Alright. Get blade. You adds up. Crystallize. Blades. I think there's just somebody chased the ad away and got hit with the blade on that one. You can get nigh up when you can. Get blade. Crystallize, get in if you're bleeding.
Beware.
I'm not sure Ziva's hit a tank, unless you guys are sure it did. I think it might have just hit us and somebody else in melee and it radiated.
I might have gone past them because I was kind of close. I'll go a little bit further out.
Yeah, it shouldn't be about close.
But I was like right next to
Sorry.
I think I was right next to the tank. I'm not sure of my positioning. I'll be careful next time.
Eruptions next.
Hey, everyone that's on circle, need to move.
Don't be there. Move the marks back, and people have to move back with them.
Beware.
You guys can be up people. We'll move them back a little farther, I guess. But
Second on the res.
you can get rolling.
Mike and Diamond need to go ahead and move.
Crystallize, get in if you're bleeding. Catch. KY's got it.
Beware.
Evil. It's gonna be a feast, so make sure the next person gets a bop. Bop on Dez. Soak. And a drop off. You got eruption, Lucas. You can't be doing that.
Oh,
That is going to be death. The next person that gets in it.
sorry. I went to soak and I didn't realize I had the debuff.
Yep. Just gotta make sure you're.
Yeah, I should have dropped it over on Purple Diamond.
Beware.
Stop wearing guy. Oh, wait, but usually that guy will be dead with everybody up, so just the one should do it. Alright, you guys can wipe it up. If you want to be ready to soak Nukas, just you shouldn't be blinking over. Somebody should have been over there. Like,
Kind of why I
like,
blinked over. There was nobody standing next to it and nobody moving towards it, so I
well, yeah, but
decided to swoop in and be the hero.
well, that's what's going to happen when people are swooping in. We're going to get 3 or 4 people going to it at once. So for everybody else, if you're interested in soaking, if you don't have a debuff, make sure you're standing next to it ahead of time.
I'm not sure who it was, but someone moved that last crystallize way out instead of in.
It was Gnome.
It's hard for me to keep track of the names of shit. But I
So,
have an excuse.
so for those that maybe work off of icons and whatnot, if you get the little red arrow above your head, that's the blades you run out here to the triangle. If you get the yellow arrows above your head, then you drop it off on one of these icons. If you get a big swirly under your feet, that's when you bring it into raid.
Yep.
And that way you don't have to read the screen, Rog. Now don't ask me why I know that and why my readers aren't on my face.
It's still better to know what's coming up next. I'm trying to call them, but
I agree.
I think I'm going to turn them off on my own. I don't like turning off anything, but I don't think knowing when the Heartrend is coming is that important for anybody. Show timer for Heartrend. No. Hey, ready when you guys are.
Five, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Wicked Blade and a spew. Crystallize. Catch.
You moved that back and forth, and I didn't get in it.
If people could just stop twitching with that. Like, once you find a spot, just sit still.
Wicked Blade is next. Adds here. Crystallize is next.
We're trying to stagger those dispels.
Get me up when you can. Just some bad luck for me.
No, we had 3.
Yeah, don't cleanse it for crystal because the health went like nothing.
I got leaped on too. I don't know if I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest. Wicked Blade in 3. Answer next. Your mission. And catch. I guess on the ad.
Kai.
Grab some anima. Wicked Blade. Crystallize. Get in if you're bleeding. Should be it.
Beware.
Alright, go ahead and wipe it up.
Wicked Blade with that knockback was no fun.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
There were 8 people with the Wicked Blade debuff, including, I think, 3 who had 2 of them. So
These red arrows are what you guys want to move out. That's
people
the
didn't
Wicked
drop
Blade.
it in the right place.
Because we got the Shattering Blast at the same time.
No, someone got it and didn't move.
It's fine.
So just to make sure all the healers are on the same page, there's the blade thing, and when you dispel it, it turns into a heart thing. I'm going to dispel the first blade thing, and then wait a few to dispel the second one. And if it seems like it's been forever, then it's race. But try to wait, because the heart thing is a lot harder to heal off than the blade thing. So that's what we're trying to do. But if we like to dispel all 3 at once, then we've got 3 people that we gotta heal.
I'm guessing it's just going to be better to dispel them when it's not a high impact time.
Yeah, trying to be strategic about that too.
Yeah, we're trying to dispel it so we don't have the healing debuff up when we do it. And if we're about to head into a stun, we don't want to do it either, because if we're in there soaking the stun to get rid of our stacks, we can't heal it. If it goes to the full time, it still turns into the hard one, and I think then we get into the next wave that comes out. So we do want to clear them. We just ideally want to heal one of them at a time. Stagger them just a bit.
So try to wait till maybe the first heart is about half, 2/3 done, maybe.
What if we just have it, the first one's well under control, and then we move to the second one?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, as soon as I see it, I put 2 rejuves on them, whoever has it.
I'm ready.
Ready when you guys are?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wicked Blade in 3. And spike this one up.
If all the range could stack near the boss and not be spread out, it'd probably help as well.
You'll have a lot less room to run. There's no reason not to be close, unless it's intermission or the wicked upheaval or whatever seismic upheaval is coming.
I think that was a warlock portal didn't work for somebody.
No big deal. It was quick.
So I have if you do have the blade on you and there's a druid healing circle up, you can stand in that. Help my healing meter out.
Can't stand in circles. It's bad for you.
I wish they'd color code them, so stand in mine and not roll us, but
I was gonna ask, like, could you glyph it so I could always stand in the good druids?
Yeah, rollers.
Let's try before break. Here we go.
Five, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Wicked blade soon. Crystallize.
oops, sorry.
Did the same thing.
Wicked blades next. Remember, it's not about getting far, so save yourself some running. Crystallize. Ouch. The blades. Feast. No, probably dodge it. Can ice block those, Lucas? Intermission soon. Last wicked blade. That's here. Catch the meteor. Dodge the blood. Wicked blade soon. Alright. Some anima.
Beware.
Last, move in. Going good, guys. A lot of people bleeding, so make sure you're getting in this crystallize. It's coming up next.
And get away from the marks.
Catch. Blades. Pop KY. Dodgy. And wearing guards. Dropping off. Now it's dodgy. My mistake. Size them soon.
Beware.
Wicked Blades next. Either a Crystallize or an Eruption is next, but there's a new ad to beat. You have to stand still, that'll card with that.
Yeah, you kept moving and I couldn't get at it.
There's a Reverb and an Eruption.
Beware.
Seismic Upheaval. That. Wicked Blade. Eruption and Upheaval are next. Yeah, Eruption and Upheaval soon. Eruption.
So I'm going to soak the diamond. Just one. There we go.
Crystallize. Get in if you're bleeding. And catch. Transition. Wicked Blades. New ads here. Eruption. Drop it off next to those. Yep. Bob Echo Walker if you got one. That's too late, never mind. Wicked Blade. Be Crystallize next. Get in if you're bleeding. Go get some anima. Doing good, guys. Option. Drop that off, and everybody else soak. It's fine. We missed one, but it's no big deal.
Beware.
Right, good. Don't be afraid to use a healing cooldown or a potion to top yourself up. Get KY up when you
I'm
can.
off the edge. Oh, put me in the middle. I think.
Nucleus and Crystallize. Everybody catch. Wicked Blade is next.
Let me know when you get to.
Wicked Blade is next for real this time. He's got two upheaval. Move. Don't be afraid to pop a mobile healing cooldown. Got quite a few bleeds. Eruptions next. Get KY up if you got one. Crystallize, get in if you're bleeding. Soak. Wicked Blade, move them out. Good.
Be
Maintain
careful
your
with these
positioning.
when the next explosion goes off.
Okay, we're gonna run from this one. Next one is an Eruption, so make sure you don't have a debuff and soak. Don't.
Alright, swap.
Dispel Hildy or Nucus.
Beware.
Upheaval, run. Potions and cooldowns if you have them. Crystallize, move it in. If you're bleeding, get in. And everybody else get in. Spread back out.
There's a res up.
Get whoever. blade. We have an upheaval next. Just dodge it. Survive. Flip DPS should be good.
Good work.
Hey.
Nice.
Shit,
Nice
guys.
job.
Huzzah!
Do you think we can kill the final boss?
Maybe, but we'll find out. There's part of me that, like, will want to very soon put more of a focus on doing mythics, so we'll probably either cut raids a little shorter or cut out a night once we get our 4, but that can probably wait till 4 Sludgefist kills. The heroic loot is going to be pretty worthless once these new mythic changes come in. Yeah, we'll do Nathria. We can worry about that another night, but I was just saying. For the future. Not about killing him tonight or not.
Or we could just one shot him, you know?
We can do that.
Thank you, but you can't trade those.
Is there anybody that... anybody has any loot to roll off? Anybody? Alright. Guess we'll take a break then. For real. Good job, everybody.
Oh, Ramorni is hot. I keep talking about our guild in this raid, too.
It's so red over here.
It's big red glass.
So for anybody that's here, break's almost over, by the way, if you're tapped out. But mythics are even more going to be the way to gear up now than they were. Makes me a little mad. I wish they'd upgrade the raid loot to compensate or something, but it's going to be more important now to get a 10 or a 7 or whatever you feel comfortable doing every week, because that gear you can upgrade with Valor, which you'll get just doing your Covenant stuff, your callings. We'll get Sire with plenty of time to spare for the patch, but that'll be our main source of loot going forward.
Does that mean that Frost is going to help by tanking?
What?
It'll be a good, even if you can't upgrade it right away, there's no cap. I think they just today said they weren't having a cap on Valor, so when you do get all 10s timed, you can start upgrading the new stuff that you get.
There's a cap on how much total you can have, but they removed the cap of how much you could hold at one time. So like the first week you can earn like 40 or 5,000.
First week you can earn 5,000, and you should be able to hold all 5,000.
Yeah, and then each week it goes up by another 750. Oh crap, that's a 14. Ugh.
So everybody hop in. Don't be too worried about wacky cheese ways to do this. We can look those up some other time. See if we get enough time on this boss next week or something. Just do it like normal for a bit. Some cheesy stuff you can do with this first phase. I don't think it's gonna help in the long run though. Like, as long as we can hit the DPS mark, shouldn't matter.
So those things that we were running out that was just sort of mildly annoying now have a red line where they charge into the raid. If they don't hit anybody but the last person, they will one-shot that person.
So stand in the lines that they make.
Yep. You don't want them, because all the damage that he gives to the last person heals him. So I want everyone to stand in lines. If you get targeted, just run to the wall of whatever wall we're up against, and everyone else just get in lines. When you find a spot against the wall, stand there. Don't move.
Yep. And not that we'll probably get to phase 3 for a while, but once we do those circles at the end of the phase that didn't really do much, we'll spawn little globes that need to be soaked or they blow up. They need a fair few amount of soakers, and range can do that. The gimmick becomes you can't drop him off where he's about to put his goo down, so we'll worry about that when we get there. Alrighty. Snug up right in that corner.
Five, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
You got 5 stacks, make sure you're on circle.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Blowing trank.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Alright.
3, 2,
1 on diamond.
1. Beware.
Everybody stand in that line. Oh, you people on diamond, make sure you guys are keeping an eye out for these lines, so I'll have to get in it. And Alucard, you're somehow still on 5 stacks, so make sure you're getting on these marks.
Beware.
You didn't get hit by that one either. Get in this line, everybody. Both lines if you can.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Three, 2.
That got to be a bug. I was in front of him. That like, I don't know why he still have stacks.
We had 4 opportunities to get hit, so you didn't get hit with any of them. So I don't know.
Don't run that out. If you're running it out, you're gonna die.
Just keep an eye out if it for some reason doesn't hit you and you're in group 1, you can just join group 2 to lose a stack.
2, 1.
And then go back to normal.
Beware.
Yeah, if you get the lino pop, just stand still so other people can get in the lines.
Four, 3, 2,
Ralph,
1.
I think you got it.
Beware.
Yeah, you can do this.
Give it the old maple leaf try.
3, 2, 1.
Just want him to get high. Is that?
Soulstone.
Knock the beaver out of his dam.
Not that big a deal, you guys can just come back. I'd save those feasts for a little bit. Should be fine, and just to learn phase 1, if everybody lives, we'll see if we hit the DPS check. Shouldn't be that big a deal, though.
So, Chimp, with my back up against the wall and where I'm stacked, my camera view is like all messed up. I can't see a darn thing. Is there any way we can?
View's messed up too. I think we're all dealing with that.
Is there any way that we can stack away from that wall a little bit so that our camera views can see? Because when you start saying go stack in a straight line, I'm like, I can't even see where I'm standing nonetheless.
Well,
where
after you get hit with the cleave, then you can go wherever you want for the most part, because the lines are going to be out in the middle. And
so we couldn't
be
bring
one of those fights that's going to bite the people in the ass that haven't bit the bullet and changed their camera to be untethered. It's just something that is going to happen. Once you get hit with a cleave, then you're free to move wherever you want, as long as you're doing the other mechanics.
I've been looking straight down at myself, going all the way out. I'm standing in the corner and can see reasonably well.
If you're like, if you have your camera untethered, it's easy to just, you can just set it up so you're looking at the wall instead of trying to have your camera at the wall. If your camera is auto-focusing when you move, it's going to be a big problem. But there's no way that we can't do that silk right in this corner, because then the ads will be everywhere. It has to be in a corner. Alright, ready when you guys are.
5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Cleave's done if you want to move. Make sure if you're on 5, you're getting on
3,
the circle.
2, 1. Beware.
Mr. Rolla and Lucas.
If you do not run those out,
get in the lines, everybody.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Keep going. If you're on 5, make sure you're on this diamond.
1.
Everybody in group 1 is there too.
Beware.
If you're on 4, make sure you're on the
3,
triangle.
2, 1.
He'll be up if there's a res.
Beware.
Might as well wait. This phase, if anybody dies, be more practical to wait.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
If you get those lines on you, it'll probably be better if we
3, 2,
just start running, like run past the boss a little bit, and then everybody, just to make sure the melee can keep up their damage. I think that'll be important. Because we're right at 80% here.
Three, 2, 1. Beware.
He sure talks a lot.
Like Ziva.
4, 3,
Yeah, Ziva.
1.
Beware.
I like how this Echo of Sin copies Paw's Angel.
Yeah, it basically does.
It's like a red angel.
3, 2,
That's neat.
1.
So, like, for the Echoes of Sin, it makes sense, like, you know, to get on your mark and take the hit, and then spread out a bit for the Echoes of Sin. And then when he's gonna come down again, get back on your mark. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if you're in group 2, you don't really have to be on the circle the whole time. That's another thing people were doing. You should be over trying to AoE if you've got like short range AoEs and stuff. I think most of the melee is going to be on the boss over here anyway, but yeah, you don't have to, like, you only have to be on these marks when the cleave is coming.
and if you're a circle beyond the mark when he starts casting Blood Price, or you will be thrown far, far away.
Yeah, that was your going away present, by the way, Clem. That kill.
What about this kill?
Get fucked.
Your
Oh, fair
welcome
enough.
home present.
It can be a.
Hey, it's Rune.
Hey, sorry, I don't think I'll
What
be
up, buddy?
this week.
Uh-oh. Got COVID.
Unless, no. I'm gonna go talk to an officer about something today, but
Who's going to mass?
no. It's more about sleep deprivation, and then first Arn wants to work out at 5:30 in the morning with him after we've worked all night.
Sounds like love.
Do you want to hop in for the Nathria's try or two?
If you want me.
It's no big deal.
Do you want to go like pass the fuck out?
Sounds like he wants to pass
No,
out.
I'm not tired. I just had to do an hour on a bike.
Ugh.
Well, summon, and then we're probably only going to do one more
I'm
try.
Sorry for being late.
You're good, man.
Did the bike have a banana seat?
No, he takes the seat off of it.
Jokes aside, I'll tell you, I almost had to walk back, and I could barely move.
Night with Amos.
Well, do you want the good news or the bad news, Jeroen?
I already heard. Thank you. That was your gift. So
Well, the bad news is we all forgot Kai's birthday.
All right.
It was a short notice.
So one new mechanic in the first phase is stand in the red lines.
Yep. And if you get a red line on you, run it through the raid as best you can.
5, 5,
Through the boss.
4, 4,
Yeah, they make-
3, 3,
put the
2,
raid in
2,
between you and the
1,
boss.
1.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
A lot of people that are still on circle for no reason. You guys don't have to be there that early.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Res me when you can. Res Gerald. I just want to look at people. Try to get those through the. Just stand still right now.
Stop twitching.
4,
Yeah, they're alright.
2, 1.
Beware.
Ravage. We're on target for the DPS probably. So
3,
that's good news.
2, 1. Beware.
Purple. Stand in those lines. I wonder if it's good or bad. Like, that's how I think Gerald and I died. We were both in the path of both of them.
Beware.
That's bad.
Well, is it doubly bad?
It
or?
puts the debuff on you, I think.
So maybe crisscrossing isn't that good an idea then?
Probably can't do it unless you're defensive.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Yeah, I think if you take multiples, because it increases the damage you take by 500%. I don't know how quickly that applies. You get hit by one, then the other.
3.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely it happens at the same time.
Yeah.
Beware.
So I don't think you want to crisscross or stand in two.
The first one hit me for 4,000, and the next one was 22,000.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got the debuff and got hit by the other one. So only stand in one.
Yep. But that's going to be an issue if we're both trying to cross it through the raid, so just make sure that you can cross it in the raid, but everybody be aware that if you stand in both, just get one or the other. That'll be our lesson.
Yeah.
It's your fault if you get in both of them.
Four, 3,
Alrighty.
2.
Good job on
1.
generals.
Beware.
Good raid, everybody.
I went and hugged the sword and I fell to the bottom. I made it to stage 2.
3,
Welcome to the raid, Jeroen.
Hello. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your 3 DKP.
Hell yeah.
But you get minus 50 for being late, so.
So have a good trip, clams.
I'm still here for, a couple more days.
If we don't see you.
Or are you?
Yeah, honestly, we don't know. Like, everything's up in the air right now. It's ridiculous.